Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Coastal Bros. This Wednesday night. Let me bring in the other bro right now. What's going on, Senor? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. Uh, NBA playoffs are here, man. NBA playoffs.
Yes, NBA playoffs are finally here. Actually, for me, it started yesterday, and oh my god,
Look,
ah,
before you let me talk you into this a little bit. This did not bite you in the behind getting rid of Beverly. Okay, he does what he's always gonna do, and I told you I was not a fan of his, but I always respect the man's hustle. I'm not gonna knock the man's hustle for doing what he does because he know he ain't got no talent. Let's just keep it real. The dude has no talent, but he believed the hype when they said if you outwork the guy with talent, that you can actually be better than him. Well, he kind of took the Pat Riley way. If you can't beat him up. I just don't like that he was trying to injure Paul George because I'm sorry, I'm a PG fan. You know what I'm saying? So.
yeah. But what I say from the very beginning, I didn't. I wanted to keep Patrick Beverly because I love his defense, and I
Yeah.
wanted to keep his Patrick Beverly last year. And I was hoping to keep him here, and unfortunately, we didn't keep him here. I'm not, I'm not going to go crazy and be like, this is it's horrible that what happened. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was little, I was a little bummed when we had this point, we had this lead. We had this lead going into the fourth, and this just did not close it out. And I worry about this team when it comes to that. I mean, I'm looking at the stats right here, and the leading scorer was actually Paul George, but they didn't give the ball to Zubac. 7 points in 31 minutes. He should have, punch it in there, punch it in there, punch it in there. Give it to Zubac, and because we would have. I think this is the game I wanted to win. Now we'll play tomorrow or Friday. We'll play on Friday
Yeah.
to see who if we
Who you
can.
face?
We gotta win, and we go to Phoenix. Lose, and we go home. So
I don't think everybody thinks, well, if the Clippers go up against Phoenix, they're just gonna get swept. I'm sorry, man. I've always been a PG fan. I guess because I'm a Miami Heat fan. So after seeing PG do what he did to Miami, you know what I'm saying? When we had our big three, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, that man gave his heart trying to beat us. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he had Roy Hibbert with y'all, who I was a huge fan of. I know people tend to forget about Roy Hibbert all the time. Man, I'm
well,
huge Roy.
I mean, Patrick Beverly. It's not that because if you look at his stats, he has, he was 2 for 8, 1 for 5 from 3 point line, 2 for 4 but it's the offensive rebounds and the defensive rebounds and just, he only had 7 points, but it's like he was there to mess with people. Um, their highest dude was Anthony Edwards, and then D'Angelo Russell. Boy, I bet you that team down the hallway wish they never got rid of him. But I just think if you had Carl Anthony Towns versus Zubac, I'm taking Zubac. I think Zubac is a little bit better scorer. He can score a little bit more. And Reggie did his thing, but you
Wow.
know
Um, you're lucky Big Boy wouldn't hear the green like that. You
what?
just I wanna double check what you just said. Zubac better than Big Cat?
I'll take him. I'll take Zubac over Big Cat.
Whoo! Oh man. You lucky the FCC ain't watching this. We might get shut down for you saying something like that.
Okay, explain to me why I should not take Zubac over Carl Anthony Towns.
Okay. Zubac is a good post defender. Outside of the paint, he's not that good with the footwork defensively. He can manipulate the paint offensively, but when you talk about Big Cat, this dude can shoot the three. He can shoot the mid range. His skills in the paint are. Me personally, I'm one of those guys. I will take Big Cat over Joel Embiid. It's just Joel Embiid right now is hot and not hurt, which usually Joel Embiid is. And Big Cat's just been Big Cat, but he's in Minnesota. Joel Embiid is in Philly. If you switch them, the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be no better with Joel Embiid. But I think Big Cat's passing is better than Joel Embiid. Now, this is just comparing the two best centers in the game. Not name Bam, who every time Bam goes up against both these people, their numbers are down. If I'm not mistaken, 40%, which no other defender does that against these two.
Right.
Yeah. But all around, it's just the Zubats. I get he's talented. He's very skilled offensively in the paint. But I can't say.
And then, the bench, Clippers had a decent bench all year long, right? All year long. They had a good bench. Where was the bench this game? Terrence Mann.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, but this is the wrong time to happen. This is
okay, but they were in Minnesota. They weren't at home. This is one of those things they gotta fight through somebody else's house.
I understand, and I don't think they're gonna be home for this next game.
That's actually a good question. Let me look at that.
Are they gonna be in San Antonio? Or
seventh played. So Minnesota was 7th, and then the Clippers were 8th. So yeah, the Clippers will be at home.
So we get a home game against San Antonio or New Orleans.
Yes, and I'm watching the game right now. The Charlotte Hornets are down, and it's almost halftime with a minute left, 48-58. Let's go, LaMelo Ball. Trae Young right now is probably the greatest villain in the NBA because of the way he clowns New York. So I don't, I mean, if he wants to come to Miami, I'll see him, but he don't want to see us.
Okay, so let's get back to last night. Let's get back to last night real quick.
Right.
What do you think about Brooklyn?
Dude.
What did Brooklyn do? I mean, did Brooklyn show you anything in this?
Yeah.
In this series? What they show you?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think it was late in the third quarter. Drum normally patrols the paint. Okay, this is the difference between playoff basketball and regular season basketball. I saw Kevin Durant turn his head from across the court from the right side. He came running to the left. Drum is right there about to see old dude make a layup from Cleveland. Dude, Kevin Durant's not known as a shot blocker. He comes up to the middle of the basket, boom, palms it against the glass, and then gets up and runs down to the other end before Drummond even knows what's going on. You know what I mean? There is something different. Now, let me tell you 2 reasons why I was scared. If Ben Simmons decides to turn heel and says, I'm terrorizing the NBA, I think everybody is underselling how good Ben Simmons was and is for the 76ers and what he can be for the Nets moving forward. Oh man, dude. I'm already on record. The only team I do not want to play is Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Now, you already know I don't like Kyrie Irving, but why do I not want to play this Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving is the greatest heist artist in the league right now. He used COVID to take off a half a year that nobody else is talking about. He's healthy. He's hungry. And guess what? He's not burnt out.
Well, okay, let's get back. He didn't use COVID. He used the fact that he didn't want to get the shot.
Like I said, he used COVID to his benefit. He got paid almost his full amount of money, and he's going to go in the postseason as the freshest player. Now, why is this good for Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant got to sit out half the season due to injury. So Kevin Durant is fresh. And Ben Simmons ain't played. They said he got a back problem. Dude, I hate to agree with Stephen A. Smith, and I really do. He ain't played for a year. What did he do to hurt his back? That has not been reported. But if they're saying that during the next series that he's going to come for 8-10 minutes a game, we know how he plays. He's not sitting in the corner waiting to shoot threes. He does everything else. He's a big version of Alex Caruso. Like, he gets on your nerves. He plays defense. He plays a lane. There's a reason why he's the best pure defender in the NBA, and people are sleeping on him. I want people to stay asleep and keep that same energy when he starts balling out.
I'm gonna give you over under 5 games. Who reaches 5? Who goes over under? Kyrie or Ben Simmons play at least 5 games in this if the Clippers win and go to the next round.
Repeat that question. So
Ben Simmons most likely possibly playing this next round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi. If the Clippers win, I'll set it at 5 games. Over under either of those two guys play 5 games this next round.
Okay, Kawhi under, Ben Simmons over.
Okay.
If they're only asking Ben Simmons to play 7-10 minutes a game, if you want Kawhi to come back in, I don't want to see Kawhi this year. I want to see Kawhi next year be like, you know what, I'm shutting the league down.
I heard Kawhi is playing little 3-on-3, and if they make it to the next round, he's gonna come back, and you're talking about a guy that was fresh, hasn't played all year.
But okay, so the difference between Kevin Durant, I see what you're saying. So the difference between Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard's been out all season and has only been doing it. He hasn't had any live basketball. Kevin Durant had live basketball, got hurt, and then played, if I'm not mistaken, the last 15, 20 games, and now had a playoff game last night. And let me just add this real quick. I hope LeBron James' narrative of saying that he doesn't like the plan, and I was saying this earlier, but I missed it. Jeff Van Gundy just officially said that he loves the commissioner for officially making these playoff games, which I'm happy too, because last year they weren't playoff games. They were playing games like an extra game. They're now officially playoff games. I'm loving that. Now I hope we start having 3-game series between 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 to determine who goes into the next one. Ease people into the playoffs.
So
I'm excited right now. I'm excited for basketball right now.
Okay, so let's put it this way. Okay.
Gotcha.
You want a 3-game series in the wild card. This is not a play-in game. It's a wild card. I'm a baseball guy, so this is basically the NBA versions of the wild card.
Yes.
Okay? I want a wild card for
baseball.
However, don't you think if you have a wild card in football in basketball in a series, that overall the better team will most likely win the game, win that series no matter what? If it's one game,
the point,
or 3.
That's the point. Like, here's an example. Say the Clippers had an injury to Kawhi Leonard and then they dropped to like 9 or 10. They get Kawhi back for this 3-game series. But Kawhi and PG is going to be better than a Sacramento Kings, than a Pelicans, so on and so forth. You're going to see these younger teams get playoff experience, but not have the role of being playoff teams. So I say, here's the catch. The catch is, instead of 82 games, let's just make it a 70-game season. 70 games. And then keep those 10 teams in the playoffs per season.
Okay, so I like the 82-game season. I don't necessarily like the series when it comes to that, because it comes to basketball, because you're hurting the underdog, okay, teams. Do I think Minnesota can beat the Clippers in a 3-game series? No. Right? I think if this was a 3-game series, Minnesota would have lost. They would have won 1 game, right?
Right.
Do I give Cleveland any chances of beating Brooklyn in a 3-game series? No, that'd have been 1-2 barbecue. Okay.
Exactly.
However, you hurt the teams that are lower. So that's why I wouldn't like it. I give your shot. Give your shot. Give your team that should win. They have to be good that day, because if they're not, they're done, right? But it also
Right.
helps. It helps the lower team, that the weaker team, the weaker of the teams win. Because if you're not, you're just hurting the lower of the teams, and then why have a series? In
Okay.
baseball, it's a little bit different because you can have one guy shut down a whole entire squad, and then but it's like you played 160 something games a year. In basketball, it's a little different because in baseball, it's a team sport. Not one guy can take over, technically, right? Other than the pitcher.
Right.
The only guy that can take over a game is probably the pitcher. But then again, that's only for his half of the inning. He still needs help in the bottom half. With the basketball, you have one guy can take over a game. You saw it with the Brooklyn. Kyrie took over this game with 34 points. Kyrie's been taking over a lot, because he's healthy. He's not injured.
Healthy.
Okay.
He took advantage of COVID. COVID didn't take advantage of him.
Okay, but he played the system, and he played the system. The system worked. Okay, he played the system. The system worked. I got to play 41 games this year.
Look, I know the word genius and Kyrie doesn't coincide, but this is genius. He found a way to be his best self going into the playoffs, getting his money. And then with the New York Knicks actually helped Kyrie, because when they fell off and they didn't go into the playoffs, all of a sudden the mayor was like, well, if the Knicks are not in it, we might as well see if we can help out the Brooklyn Nets, which is still part of New York. So let's go ahead and change the narrative. Let's let Kyrie play the games. And I love the big thank you that Kyrie gave to the mayor.
Okay.
I'm not going to call conspiracy theory, but Knicks, it's your fault that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are in this situation.
Okay, so those are the games from last night. First round, first playing games. We got tonight's playing games right now as we talk. 8-point lead at the half for Atlanta over Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Winner plays Cleveland. Out of these three teams, who wins? Give me a favorite out of these three. Who's
okay. In my heart, I'm rooting for LaMelo Ball. I know people have said in the past that I'm a hater. I don't know why. I've been following the Ball family for a while, just because I prefer Lonzo over LaMelo, because I'm always going to take defense or offense. I don't care who you are. Sorry. So right now, as you said, it's 60-52 at the half, Atlanta. I do not want to see Trae Young in the playoffs. I like Trae Young, but I don't want to see him. And honestly, I want to see the Hornets get some. I just want to see the Hornets in the playoffs. I mean, get a series in there. I just want to see them get a series in there. I think that kid's awesome. Defensively, LaMelo picked it up this year. He was kind of dinged up last year. His knees are getting better. Man, I want to see LaMelo play all out in the playoffs, because that's when some of these lower market teams get, like you were talking about, like you think it hurts the lower market team. Well, imagine if they come in as an 8 or 9 seed 10 years ago. Well, 5 years ago, these dudes are not getting talked about after the postseason. Now you got, okay, These people are fighting for the 9 and 10 seed to get in a chance to get into the postseason. Well, if you have a mini series, then you give them a chance to go into the series. I think it helps the lower market team. Like, for example, I don't want to guarantee it, but if Markel Fultz comes back next year with Mo Bamba in Orlando, you, my friend, might end up being at a playoff game next season. Because I'm going to tell you right now, those two together were one of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference at the beginning of the season before Markel Fultz got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see Orlando doing something to say, you know what? Well, we don't have to be the best. Let's see if we can get a chance. And you already know, anytime a playoff team gets a home playoff game, it's money.
Okay. So who takes on Miami? Who takes on Miami? Hold on.
Me?
Hold on. There you go. I jumped you.
Okay, my bad. Right now, who takes on Miami? I'm gonna say that it's Cleveland, but I'm rooting for the little guy. I'm rooting for the Hornets. This is their second year in a row getting a playoff game.
You know what? I would love it to be Cleveland, just because
the history.
Just because it's Cleveland.
And yeah, we got into the playoffs, and you can't even with a stacked team get into the 10th spot. Like, come on, Bron.
Exactly. Precisely. I don't see it's Cleveland. I think it's Atlanta. I think you guys are gonna play Atlanta. I think Atlanta beats Charlotte. Atlanta plays Cleveland. Atlanta plays Miami.
I'm not mad at that.
You know, I'm hoping Clippers Suns. You know, and as far as who's gonna win, I think New Orleans probably wins tonight against San Antonio. I'll take that.
You know what? I'm not mad at that.
Okay, I'll take that. I love Pop. I love Popovich, right? But you know, the Spurs are the Spurs, right? I mean, they always find their way somewhere in the playoffs, no matter playing game, 8 seed, whatever you got. So all right. So let's break down some of these brackets. We'll break down. Okay. So other than the playing games, because we really can't, or other than the 1 seed, we really can't predict the fact that, okay, Phoenix is obviously going to be favored no matter who they play between these 3 teams. Miami should be favored against the rest of these 3.
They're not.
They're not favored against who?
Nope, they're not going to be favored against Cleveland or Atlanta.
Cleveland, Atlanta, or Charlotte. They're not going to be favored to win this series.
No, somebody's going to say that they're going to go 6-7 games, and then somebody's going to say that this is not going to. Somebody's going to say that this is an upset special. And if I listen to Colin Cowherd said that, yeah, Miami Heat are going to win the first round, but he doesn't trust them past Philly.
Hold on. Let me
go for it.
Hold on. Miami's not going to be favored in any 3 of these games.
I don't think they will be.
And they're going to be the underdog. A 1 seed is going
to be an underdog. I'm telling you right now.
No.
Look, I'm telling you. You're going to start seeing these numbers from Vegas say, well, you know, we don't know about Miami because of that fight, or we don't know because Jimmy Butler doesn't shoot threes. Like there's going to be a whole bunch of arguments that says, well, we don't know if Miami can win the series.
If they played Brooklyn, I would agree. If they would have played Brooklyn in this first round, I would have said, okay, there's a shot. That's the only team that you're not favored with. You should be easily favored to win 5 games. I'll give you 5. I give one of those teams 1 game, right? Because I don't think they'll sweep them.
I hope so.
I'll give one of those teams, but Miami in 5. Okay. If I have to go the other route, I'll say Clippers in 6 or Phoenix in 4 against the other 2. Okay.
Look, okay. We're gonna talk about so the Suns versus the Clippers. That's the one matchup they don't want.
Why?
Because Paul George is healthy. And look, I know everybody loves Devin Booker, but Devin Booker cannot guard PG. And the only reason why the Clippers are that low in the standings is because he wasn't healthy.
Right. So why per se do you not think this is going to be a good series?
No. I think the only team that the Clippers don't want to play, I mean, the only team that the Suns don't want to play is the Clippers because the
Right.
Clippers can beat them.
Right. That's what I said. Clippers in 6. If not, Phoenix will win in 4 against New Orleans, San Antonio, or New Orleans or San Antonio.
Okay, if Zion were not playing, I would say that New Orleans would get at least 1 or 2 games because CJ McCollum and BI together, man, look, I know everybody knocks BI. Everybody, look, if there's one star that Miami Heat can please get, can we please get BI? Please?
Okay.
Look, if Jimmy Butler goes away, can I get BI? Can BI in the Miami Heat jersey? Please. I'm talking to somebody, but they ain't hearing me. Can we get BI? I want a cross two-way player who's gonna go nuts. I want BI. I've been saying it for 4 years. I want BI.
I love Pat. Yeah, this Big Chief here. Yeah, yeah. You need to trade Butler for Brandon Ingram. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Two Wallet said so. He said that's fair trade. He said you crazy, but
okay. Look, I admire and like Jimmy Butler. He is a Heat player. This has nothing to do with the fight, but I'm looking at 3 years down the line. BI can still be one of the most he's the most underrated NBA player in the league right now. There's nobody who pushes him like Spo can push him. I'm sorry, I'm one of those fans of BI. Kevin Durant talks positively about nobody. I saw his Twitter account where he was clowning LeBron. Like, oh, and FYI, why did LeBron put a tweet out about Beverly getting to the playoffs? Like, okay, here's a question solely for you. If Romero joins us, Romero joins us. If not. Does LeBron have a right to clown anybody about making the postseason in any way, shape, or form when you're sitting on the outside looking at?
Nope. No. No. Now, what is he clowning? Is he clowning because the Clippers lost? And they're the LA our way and all this other crazy stuff that they're.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did Trey step back, dribble, crossover, step back, bucket?
Hold on.
He just got.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wait. It's Razor who's here.
Razor Romero is in the building.
Hey, yo, Chico.
Yo, Chico, I got a question for you.
I got a bone to pick with you.
With me?
Yeah, you a Clipper fan? You're a Laker fan. Let's go.
I heard what you said last week, man. You say the Lakers not going to make the playoffs in the next 3 years.
Correct.
You jinxed them.
Chico.
Correct.
I will bet you Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, whatever you want to bet, my friend.
Okay. We got bets. We got bets.
You got it.
We got bets.
3 cases.
You got it. 3, 4, 5, lo que tú quieras, Chico.
You got it. You got it. Okay.
What about you two, Wallace? You want in on this?
No, that's an LA thing. The only LA team I root for is the Dodgers and the Sparks. Keep me out of that.
In fact,
I don't want to hear no Miami Heat. No Miami Heat talk.
Razor. In fact, go get your other boy. Okay.
Mike.
Oh, he's crying right now. He's crying.
Diesel. Go get your boy Mike Nash. Okay. And double it. Because I guarantee he'll agree with me that you guys
He's crying, man. He's crying like Pat Beverly, man.
In fact, the next Control Room podcast you guys do, hit me up. I will be on your show.
You are more than welcome to come on a show, man. But you better bring my sodas, man.
I got my.
Hey, do me a favor. Show me that ring that you was bloviating about on your show.
I got
Go
it.
ahead, man.
Chico. I got it back here. Give me a second, huh?
All right.
Give me
I want to see that ring. And he was, look, I kid you not, all show long he was.
You know, Razor Ramon is like Ric Flair. I got a couple Rolex. I keep a couple Rolex here and there. Can you see it, Chico?
Oh, yeah, I got
Can
you.
you see it?
It's a bubble.
Bling. It bling bling.
It's a bubble.
It's a bubble.
There's a big bubble on there.
There's a bubble on it.
There's a bubble on it. Is there Mickey Mouse on that ring?
Keep your name. Keep the Lakers name out your mouth. Chico.
Is there a Mickey Mouse on ring? Mickey Mouse on that ring?
Don't disrespect Razor Ramon. I will come through the screen.
There we go.
And slap you like Will Smith did Chris Rock.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Scary Terry, man. Scary Terry's trying to bring him back in, y'all.
All right. So
it's an 8-point lead.
Razor Ramon ain't scared of nobody, man.
Okay. So why was your boy posting on Twitter laugh emojis for a play? He's not even in the playoffs. So why is he even on Twitter?
That's a good point.
Man. Wait a second. You got to fill me in. What's going on?
So LeBron is on Twitter blasting about Beverly getting to the playoffs. Now, I know Beverly runs his mouth, and I'm not necessarily a fan of his, but hey, Razor, just like you was a hustler, I'm not knocking another hustler for his grind.
Oh, yeah, Chico. Come on, man. Pat Beverly was acting like he won the championship, you know, jumping on the press table and all of that. Come on, man. I mean, you know, Chico here, you know, he has a lot of personality, but come on, man. You won the playing game. Relax. Take it easy, man.
But let me ask you a question. When was the last time Minnesota was there?
You know, you got a good point. Probably when they had Kevin Garnett.
Or Kevin Love.
Long time ago.
So, okay, but let me ask you this. He just beat the team that got rid of him.
You know, I know Clipper fans right now wish they had Pat Beverly back.
Because
let me tell you, did you guys see the girl that glued herself to the floor?
No.
What?
She played better defense than all the Clippers combined.
Oh, God. Y'all still knocking Paul George, man. You just mad because Paul George didn't go to purple and gold, man.
No, he's mad because
we don't want Palmdale. We don't want Palmdale, Paul.
He mad because we blocked his.
He belongs in Palmdale.
They're still mad because we blocked their Chris Paul trade a long time ago.
You know what, Chico? I had to go to therapy for that many years. Why you have to remind me, man?
You ain't over it yet.
We could have been a dynasty, man. We could have been a contender.
Hey, you're not alone, man. You're not alone. The NBA and Donald Sterling blocked Juwan Howard from joining Alonzo, Jamal Mashburn, and Tim Hardaway. You telling me we wasn't going to get past Jordan with all that?
We got to hear about this. We got to hear about this every time with Joey Two Wallets.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad.
Tell me about the Miami Heat now. You guys are.
Oh, we only number one.
In the East record-wise, but you're not gonna do nada, man. You're not gonna do nada.
Okay, so Razor. Two Wallets before you came on said Miami's going to be the underdog against either Atlanta, Cleveland, or Charlotte.
Yep.
Do you agree?
Miami is fool's gold, Chico. Fool's gold. Just like my ring over here. It's fool's gold. It's not real, Chico. It's not real.
It isn't real. It was made in a bubble.
Did he just tell me that that's real carrots, not actual carrots? Like
it was made in a bubble.
Razor Ramon got two. He got a real one which he keep in a lock box. And this one a replica, you know?
Hey Razor, you have any Dallas Cowboy Super Bowl rings?
Chico, don't even get me started on America's team now. Don't get me started.
All right. Okay, so we're going through picks, okay? We're going to go through picks. And we're doing the East thing. We're going to do the West first. If Phoenix plays the Clippers, how many games and who wins?
Bye-bye. Cancun on 3. Bye-bye, sweep.
Phoenix sweep?
Bring out the brooms. Bring out the escobas, Chico.
They're not getting swept.
And if they play New Orleans or San Antonio, who wins?
You might win one game. You might win one game.
Okay.
But that's it. That's it.
They're going to sweep the Clippers and win in 5 against the other two teams?
Man, Clippers are no good, man. I hate to tell you this, man. They're no good.
All right, well, let me ask you this straight up. B.I. and CJ, can they get a game without Zion against the Clippers?
You know what? That might be a little more competitive matchup right there for you guys. But neither team is going anywhere.
So even though the Clippers beat the Suns just a couple weeks ago?
Listen, man, that's regular season, man. Come on. And the Suns didn't even have started at the end of the game. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go, LaMelo.
Excited about over there, huh?
He's watching the other game.
I'm watching the playoff game right now, man. I want LaMelo to get in here, man.
Hey,
I don't want to see no Trae Young.
Chief Daddy, why didn't David Roberts keep Kershaw in the game? He had a perfect game this morning.
Okay.
Can we talk about that?
Okay, then I'm gonna need to take a break from Razor. I need Roma because I want like dead serious. I want to know.
The reason why is because we're in April. We're in April. We are not in June.
But it's a perfect game, man.
I understand that, but
you're gonna have to pitch a perfect game.
If he pitches the way he pitched today, he's gonna have a lot of opportunities. He's coming off an injury. Remember the forearm that didn't hurt, that he cost him the playoff game? If he gets hurt now,
look it, he had a very low pitch count. He only had about 70, 80 pitches, man. He could have pitched the whole game.
But it was his first start.
Chico, it's a perfect game.
It was his first start.
Come on, man. I don't want to hear it's April because if it was September, you say, oh, late in the season, he tired. You know.
No,
come on, man.
I said it and I'll say it again. If it was June, July, August, or September, he stays in the game.
Let me tell you, had that been Fernando Valenzuela, okay, over here, wrong side, over there, hey, Fernando Valenzuela, okay, that way, okay, that been Fernando Valenzuela, he not getting off that mound, man. He gonna pitch a perfect game. Perfecto, Mr. Perfecto, man.
He knows, though. He knew. Look at the way this guy right here, Kershaw, not Mahomes, Kershaw. He was joking with the people, his guys. He was comfortable. He knew he wasn't gonna finish this game.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I could taste the perfect game, man. I could taste it. I could almost taste it.
I knew it wasn't gonna happen. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Man, Kershaw will get a perfect game in his career. It's just not today.
Okay. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Chief Daddy. I'll take your word for it.
Okay. He will get a perfect game. Just wasn't today. Okay.
Senor.
Don't get me wrong. I was waiting. I was here. I was tweeting. Let's go. Gavin Lux made the play of the game, and you know there's always a play like that saves the perfecto. But if this was, I'll even give you May.
That's okay. It's baseball, man. It's baseball. There goes the no-hitter, huh?
That's right. There goes the no-hitter. Exactly.
You know?
There goes the no-hitter.
I want to recommend you guys a little documentary about Doc Ellis pitching a perfect game. No, not a perfect, a no-hitter on LSD.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. That is one of the most amazing things I ever seen, man. A pitcher on LSD pitching a no-hitter.
All right, real talk. The question and the narrative that you brought up is the same question narrative. And this is, like I said, this is from somebody who's trying to get into baseball, right? So the health of a baseball pitcher, for somebody who's coming back in, I completely get the argument from Big Chief. That your argument was my same argument. Perfect games don't come around very often.
It's once in a lifetime.
Right. Now, I told my wife, I was actually surprised. My wife agreed with Big Chief. Because he's coming off an injury and he needs rehab, I was shocked because she loves Kershaw.
And it's a
See, that's the
shortened
problem,
season.
man.
And
Okay.
Today's players are wussies, man.
No,
Okay,
they're
hold
not.
on.
They not macho
Okay.
like
They're
Fernando
macho,
Ramiro.
man.
Toro.
Hold on.
They're
Hold on.
macho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ramiro, I actually have to disagree with these baseball players are wussies. And I'm going to say this. Having to stay conditioned when you don't get live action all the time, that is exceedingly difficult. It's just like an MMA fighter who's now entered training camp is like, okay, I got to make sure I make weight until that night. And then I got to find a way to hydrate myself properly less than 24 hours before the match. So you keeping conditioning for baseball players, I'm starting to understand is very difficult. Imagine that for a baseball player now who has to find a way to stay mentally motivated and physically right there for a game that he's not pitching every day.
Hydrated, analytics. Nobody want to hear about that, man. You ask the guys that play in that era, man. They didn't even drink water, man.
I think I had this conversation with Big Chief.
A guy pitch a game, no hitter on LSD. Need I say more?
If it was not for Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, I don't know how much of a baseball fan I would be right now.
Yeah, those guys, man, you know, they like the steroids. It's okay. It's fine.
But you're talking about on LSD.
What about you, Chico? You quiet over there, huh?
What about me?
Pasa?
He already brought his point. I just had to add my 2 cents.
Hey, Joy Tuales, I always love what you got to say, even though I don't agree with it all the time. I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah, man. Batman all day.
You like this one? Yeah, it's a good shirt, right? It's a good shirt.
Oh, you got to burn that, Chico. After last night, you should be ashamed to wear that thing, man.
Nope,
You guys choke like Reggie Miller did, like choke job.
At least we were there.
Come on, man. That's embarrassing, man.
Well, so is embarrassing.
You guys advanced just to get embarrassed like that. Come on, man.
Well, at least we were there. You know, it's also embarrassing having 4 All-Stars on one team and not making it. Having more lineups than wins.
Keep the Lakers' name out your mouth, people.
All right. So let's get back real quick. Dallas or Utah?
I gotta go with Luka.
Even if he's injured.
He's hurt.
Even if he's injured.
Luka's hurt.
What? What do you mean he's injured?
He hurt his
knee. 2 days ago, he was driving into the paint, and then another guy was going to get a swat, and his knee hit him right in the middle of the calf.
That no bueno. I think I jinxed him, man. I wear his jersey, man. I jinxed
you know what it is? Let's not look. I don't know if y'all remember his name. Y'all gonna sit there and put some respect on Spencer Dinwiddie's name.
Donovan Mitchell.
That dude was carrying the Nets with Russell when the Nets were actually good 5 years ago. And then he got hurt, but now he's back.
In Brooklyn.
Yep.
I didn't remember him.
I'm gonna take Utah. I'll take Utah in 6.
Utah, all they do is run pick and roll all game.
Donovan Mitchell.
It's predictable.
It's predictable, but it's gonna win.
I like Jason Kidd to outcoach anybody. We should have get Jason Kidd on our stuff.
You can't bring up my point.
You had Jason Kidd on your staff.
Joy Tuales, you are correcto.
Yeah, he knows I've been telling people, look, they lost that mojo, that defensive effort, that hustle when Jason Kidd walked out the door.
Yep.
Because if Jason Kidd was on that team, the natural leader that he is, what is the number one thing we keep saying about the Lakers this year? They had no leadership. That's because Jason Kidd walked out the door.
Sí, señor. I agree.
So
I agree.
All right. So Denver or Golden State?
Denver in 7. Golden State in 7.
What's going on with Steph Curry?
He's hurt.
Is he going to play? Is he not going to play?
I hope he doesn't.
Oh, if he don't play, they might be in trouble.
Jordan Poole. Let Jordan Poole shine in the first round, and then let Steph Curry come in the second round. Give him a break.
Jordan Poole improve a whole lot, but he knows Steph Curry.
But let me ask you a question. But Clay is still Clay, and it's the playoffs.
Clay coming off injury. You know, we don't know. We don't know about him yet.
I'm gonna take Golden State in 7. Warriors in 7. All right.
That's a good pick, Chico. I like it.
Memphis.
I think Stu Wallace bet some money on this game.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he bet some money on this game. How much?
No, I don't want to see Trae Young. Look, I hope Trae Young loses to Cleveland.
Ice cold, Chico.
Oh wow, floater. Yeah, Trae Young. He's ice with that. That floater, man. He's killing it.
I want to know how much money he bet, or how many Diet Pepsis.
You haven't bet him yet.
None no yet. Betting.
I don't know, man.
I'm a basketball fan, and I want to root for the little guy.
Oh, you look like me, like I do on football season. On every Sunday, that's me. Look at him.
No, you know what it is? Everybody be like, I don't have a dog in a fight. Well, I don't have a dog in a fight, but before the game, I picked one. That's what I'm sticking to. I love basketball. I want to see LaMelo get off. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of everybody saying, well, oh, he's great, this, he's great, that. Oh, no.
Okay.
91-67, and now Ice Trae is sinking threes.
LaMelo, because there's only one Melo, and that's Carmelo.
Carmelo, you got a boat to catch?
Man. Look, 2 years in a row, LaMelo and the 10th seed is eliminated from the playoffs.
So
we got to get a 3-game series, man. We got to start giving these guys like more publicity, man. But this is what should be the rule.
Wait, hold on.
If you're ninth or 10th place, and this is for Adam Silver, the team who's at home gets 2 home games. If that away team can force a way to win one of those 2, then you go back to the house for game 3. And man, don't make them fly. Don't make it 1-1-1. Make it 2-1.
Okay.
We got to make this more exciting because I love the play.
They got 82 games to get this figured out.
Right. That's what I was telling you. Cut it down to 70 games, and there you go.
Memphis or Minnesota?
Gracias.
That's gonna be a good series, man.
How many games and who's gonna win?
Well, let me tell you. If Cat can stay out of foul trouble, okay, because last night he got in foul trouble, and you guys didn't take advantage.
Give it a Zubac, and we would have taken advantage.
Oh, come on, man. You guys taking our trash. The Zubac's trash.
Okay, hold on. Time out.
Better than Howard.
Hold on. Time out. Sorry, Big Chief. I got to put you on blast. Romero. He said this when the show started. We started with the hottest take I think I've ever heard in life.
That's right.
Oh,
he said.
Roma like hot takes.
Okay.
Bring it on, Chico. Bring it on.
Okay. Big Chief sat in that chair on that camera and said Zubac is better than Big Cat.
Thank you.
Are you crazy, man?
No, I'm not.
Crazy?
No.
You must be loco, man.
No.
You drinking?
Chocolate shake.
What are you drinking, man?
Chocolate shake.
No.
No, amigo, no. Tú estás loco.
Coke Zero. What you gonna owe me? This is what you're gonna get me.
You mix it with something. You mix it with something.
Okay.
You got something else in there.
I'm taking Memphis in 5, by the way. John Morant is going. Okay.
You know what?
John Morant's time to shine.
I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to go with Minnesota. Just because I like being a contrarian.
That's fine. Okay.
What about you? Tu Wallace, what about you, huh? Chico.
Look, I want to stay out of that Memphis thing because as much as I like Memphis and they're a good team, I don't really see them losing a lot throughout the West. So that's why I'm going to just stay over here in my little bubble.
Oh, come on, man.
Just like your ring, I'm gonna stay over here in my little bubble.
Make a pick.
Make a
Memphis.
pick, man. Come on. Hey,
Memphis.
Hey, show some. Cojones.
Memphis.
Come on.
Memphis in 5.
But like I said, I want to stay out of the Memphis conversation because, look, I can't tell y'all how much I used to love watching Memphis basketball. You know, I remember watching Pau Gasol, Stoudemire, Pau Gasol, Tony Allen, and then he had another shooter with him at the time. I forget.
I get you better because I watched Vancouver basketball with Big Country.
I remember him.
But there's a reason why nobody remembers Big Country except for you.
That's one guy that could have been a wrestler, man. He could have been a wrestler, man.
He could have been a wrestler. Vancouver got robbed. They should still have a basketball team there. Okay.
Hey, what about Seattle? Seattle too, huh?
Seattle too. Bring back the Sonics.
Bring them back, man.
Hashtag bring back
and then do what with them?
They build them up.
You got to keep them there, man.
You know what? I would rather have another New Jersey franchise than Seattle come back.
Get out of here. Forget about it.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let's rewind that. Okay. Matter of fact, let's rewind. I take that back. Can we get a professional football team? I'm saying a professional basketball team in Alabama. Can we get some?
Alabama.
I'm sorry. Give me Alabama or Vegas to get a professional basketball team before Seattle.
Vegas. Reds don't like Vegas. I like
Vegas.
I vote for that.
Okay.
Democracy.
I'll take Vegas.
Democracy, man.
That's right.
Look, we got the Las Vegas Aces from the WNBA, and dude, they're dope. The two guard squad. They run it just like college basketball. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know if y'all was watching the WNBA draft. Whoo! That girl's a nightmare from Kentucky.
All right.
She reminds me. How do I say this? I don't want to say Ray Allen who can't dunk, but I want to say she's like a smaller version of Michael Redd. Y'all remember that guy?
Okay.
She's like a smaller version of Michael Redd. She can get her shot off. She can do a little juking and jiving and get in the paint.
That girl can shoot. Milwaukee. I remember him.
Yeah, and look, they traded a star and a couple picks to get her at the first pick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I can tell Chief Daddy he loved the WNBA talk. Look at him.
Man, I love basketball,
happy
brother.
Right now, look at him.
I love basketball. Male or female, I love basketball.
My girl Candace Parker retired. I ain't got nothing left.
Did she officially retire? I thought that was still up in the air.
I like Lisa Leslie. She's my favorite.
Candace Parker retired.
Lisa Leslie.
My favorite is the greatest female basketball player I've ever seen. And I'm sorry, it's not Cooper. So y'all can get over that. It's Maya Moore.
Maya Moore?
She dominated college basketball for 4 years. She dominated the WNBA for 4 years before she got her husband out of jail and retired. You know, she had to save her man.
Okay, she get
Brittany Griner. Give you a little trivia question.
Brittany Griner is awesome.
Toy Wallace, a little trivia question since you know a lot about WNBA.
A little here and there. Yeah,
Can you
a little here and there.
Tell me the name of the women who've been drafted by NBA team. And no Google.
Which year?
And don't ask Alexa, no.
Which year?
You got to tell me, man.
You said 3 draft picks?
No, you tell me a female that was actually drafted by NBA.
You know what? I did forget about that. But if I'm not mistaken, I do believe it was supposed to be Brittany Griner, but something happened where she didn't get drafted. But somebody else got drafted.
That's your homework tonight. That's gonna be your homework.
Who was it though? I'll look it up and I'll
study tonight.
Come on, Mello.
All right. So let's get to the East bracket real quick. Let's go. We'll start. Okay. Miami or the Field?
Oh, I already know to Wallace. I already know what he gonna say.
Miami's gonna win in 5 games against Atlanta. They'll sweep the Hornets and who's the other team?
Cleveland.
I think they'll sweep Cleveland because Cleveland's not healthy.
Miami fans, man. Miami fans are just as delusional as Clipper fans.
Atlanta in 6. Other than that, Miami in 4.
Did you say Atlanta in 6?
I did.
So you got Trae Young and Clint Capella beating my hero, Butler. Did you ever get out Victor Oladipo?
I don't care.
Bam.
Yeah.
Morris.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Do I need to keep going?
And you're going to get in a fight in between it.
Wallace, your team is imploding, man. Okay,
You
they fighting with each other.
Wow.
They imploding, man. That's no bueno.
And I'm taking
Put cases on it. Put cases on it.
3 cases.
Okay, that's perfect. You want to know why? Because I owe you 3 cases. When I win that series, it'll make us even.
All right. Fine.
Oh, he sound confident, man. He confident, Chico.
He does. All right.
Miami's going to win the series. He's saying Atlanta's going to beat Miami.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. First of all, that's only if Atlanta beats Cleveland. Because did you forget about Garland?
I'm just saying.
Garland's nice.
Garland is nice. I put it around my Christmas stuff all the time. Christmas tree.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
He's funny, man. He's funny.
That's funny. That's a good one. I like that one. They need to do that in the NBA for him for sure.
Oh, okay. Razor Romo is a Florida guy. Okay. So I gotta go with Miami. Chico. I can't go against my hometown team.
Don Staley.
All the Cubanos kill me out here, man.
Don Staley, yeah.
Don Staley, is that the answer? Don Staley?
That's a very good guess. But that's gonna be Joey's homework tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
All right.
No Googling, my friend. Hey, no Googling.
I'm Googling. I'm Googling.
Fingers moving over there.
No. I'm Googling, but I'm telling you, I'm not cheating. I'm telling you, I'm cheating.
You cheating.
So it's not cheating if I tell you I'm gonna cheat.
No bueno.
All right. So why he's cheating? 76ers or Toronto?
I got to go with Philly, man.
How many games
on this one?
Give me a game.
I gotta go with Philly. How
many games?
Philly and Cinco.
Okay.
5.
Two wallets.
Sorry, y'all. Everybody in the NBA forgot about Pascal Siakam. He's not getting swept, and he's not losing in 5.
Who is that, Chico? Who is that?
Exactly. Put some respect on his name next week when you start watching him play. He's going to get 25 a series. Tobias Harris cannot stop Pascal Siakam. I'm putting it out there right now. He ain't going to stop. He not going to stop Pascal. No.
Chico, you acting like Pascal Siakam is the Greek freak. Come on, take it easy, man. Take it easy.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying he's a Greek freak. But he's more consistent in the playoffs than James Harden. I mean, if you really want to go there.
Hey, no argument here, my friend. No argument here.
So give me games.
Oh, come on. Really? How in the heck was I supposed to know that? Really?
Hold on.
That was in 1969. How was I ever supposed to know that?
Hey, Chico.
That was before I was born. That was before the WNBA was born.
You got to be a student of the game.
I'm trying to be.
Okay, Chico.
So for our audience that didn't Google it, would you like to tell us the answer?
No.
Go ahead, Joey. Do the honor, my friend.
Denise Long was drafted to the Warriors in 1969.
Okay. Hold on.
Do you give him some claps, some sound effects? Hey, there you go.
Hey, but I had to cheat though. Look, my favorite player when I was growing up was Lisa Leslie, and I used to watch Rebecca Lobo used to ball. So, you know what I'm saying? But I love basketball.
All right. So did you give me a game between the Phillies and how many games are you going to take Toronto?
If Philly does win, it's in 7. If Philly does win.
but you're taking.
I'm not knocking Nurse. I'm not gonna knock the Nurse. And if it goes 7, it'll be the first time Doc Rivers wins a game 7. That's the prediction I'll say. Doc Rivers wins his first game 7. How about that?
So Doc Rivers is gonna get fired because Toronto's gonna win
be
it.
Our next coach, man.
Toronto's gonna get 5. No,
that's going to be our next coach.
We'll get.
Wait. You want Doc Rivers in LA?
I can hear it now. It's not all Russ's fault. I can hear it now, Chico.
I know we're not about to have that conversation.
We will have that conversation. Hold on.
We're not about to have that conversation.
No, hold on. Let's get to these picks real quick, and we'll do that on our final thoughts. I'm gonna take Toronto in 5. Milwaukee, I will take in 4. I think they sweep Chicago.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball's not playing. They're gonna sweep Chicago, and they swept them during the season.
The great freak. You're unstoppable, man.
And I'm taking Brooklyn in 6 over Boston.
6? I'll make it 7.
What about you?
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
You didn't do Brooklyn or Boston?
Razor Rome, we're gonna go with we're gonna go with Brooklyn. But I'm gonna say in 5, in 5.
5? Okay.
In 5 games? You got no respect for Jaylen Brown?
I don't like Boston, man. I'm a Lakers.
I don't like him either. But
I hope they get
Tatum is nice.
Jason
one player, that's it. One player.
Okay, funny story. Jason Tatum was from here to like my door next when we were in the bubble. I was at the hotel when I was working. Yeah, it was.
No kidding, man.
He was ordering a drink, and I was just walking around.
Did you get an autograph?
I was working, so no.
Oh, you get in trouble. You get in trouble. I see.
It was the best time of my life.
Professional, man. You professional. Razor Rumble, respect that.
Yes, the best time of my life is when I worked this bubble, because I saw especially for my basketball heads over here. I saw so many basketball. I'll never get closer to them ever again. It was so
11 minutes left for the game, yo guys. It is 82 to 105. Atlanta's killing.
Heart attack over there.
All right. So let's get to our final thoughts. And our final thoughts is all going to be a good one combined, okay?
Okay.
Because I just heard this. And we will spend about 5 minutes or so on this. Doc Rivers is the next head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers?
Hot take. You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we heard it here first. It didn't mean it was really worth anything good to say. Like,
why? Okay, for
one, Romo coming in hot.
One, why would he go back to LA?
Because he love it, man. He love the palm trees.
He's a Boston guy.
Two, he's a Florida guy. 2, why would he want to coach
LeBron James?
LeBron James.
The greatest player of all time.
Excuse me?
The greatest player of all time.
I'm sorry.
So do me a favor. If he's the greatest player of all time, take that jersey. Take that other jersey down. Take that other jersey down. Because you have no respect to put that jersey hanging that jersey in your house.
You guys.
Take it down.
You guys who have to learn to appreciate every player. You can't be obsessed with one player only.
I'm so glad that you say that. Then why do you put LeBron above Kobe and y'all keep skipping Kobe out of that conversation?
Listen, man. Very simple. 30,000 points. 10,000 assists. 10,000 rebounds.
And one ring in a bubble.
Hey, listen, man. You can ask Joy over there what he did for Miami.
Listen.
Don't act like he didn't win some championships in Miami.
I understand that. LeBron James, greatest free agent ever to go to teams and win.
Listen, man.
How do you disrespect two guys that played their whole career with one team and won multiple championships?
Listen, man, we talk about this many times. I told you, Shaquille came from Orlando to the Lakers.
Talking about Shaq.
Kobe came on a draft day trade from Charlotte.
He never
put on another
He
uniform.
never put.
That's the
on
juego,
a
man. That's how it is today.
The only thing he ever put on for another team was a Charlotte hat for 3 seconds and then got traded.
That's okay, but technically he a Hornet for 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. Technically,
5
don't work
minutes.
in this conversation.
5 minutes.
Oh, and Magic?
Listen, it's very rare, Chico. It's very rare. Like I said, very rare. One guy play with one team all career. Almost never happened.
You have 2.
I know, my friend, but you can't expect everybody to play their whole career with one team. There's free agency now, Chico.
I understand that, but my thing is for you putting LeBron James #1 as one of the greatest Lakers of all time is disrespecting that man that you have his jersey up right there, his high school jersey.
Let me tell you why LeBron James is the greatest. Because he's a little bit of Magic, a little bit of Jordan.
He ain't no Jordan.
He took a little bit from the best.
He ain't got nothing from Jordan.
The best.
No,
he didn't take a little bit of Jordan.
You have to appreciate the greatness now.
Okay, look, I've always
his mid. Hold on. Let me take this.
Be in the league forever.
Okay, no.
You guys.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Hold on. I'm gonna take this right now. Let me shut this down. You just said something that's blasphemous. You just sat there and said he took a little bit from everybody. Jordan's mid-range game was excellent. LeBron's is not. Even in the championship, Pop used to say, yeah, just let him shoot. I don't even care. Let's guard everybody else and let LeBron do what he wants. So he can't shoot. The only thing that he did that was better than Jordan is passing. That's it.
Like Steph Curry.
Look, fourth quarter pressure, the stats are online. Fourth quarter rebounding and pressure situations, Jordan was better. Defensively, he's nowhere near on the level of Jordan and Kobe, if you want to go there. Fourth quarter, game sevens, Jordan never got to a game 7. He wasn't allowing that to happen. Playoff efficiency, Jordan is still better.
Hold on. All right, go ahead, keep going.
Playoff efficiency, Jordan is still better. Let me ask you a question. If you get 20 years to do something and a guy does something in 13 years, dude, you had 7 more years to accumulate points. Okay, so you got the Iron Man.
Have gambling problem like Jordan.
Oh, so now we're hitting personally? Oh, I thought we were talking about on the court. You said the GOAT.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
I thought we were talking about on the court.
So I've said this.
Everything matters. Everything.
I said this from jump. From the very beginning, Kobe was Jordan. This era is Jordan. LeBron is more Magic than anything.
Thank you.
And Steph Curry is more Larry Bird than anything. Reggie Miller, whatever one you want. Okay.
Larry was different.
Well, I'm just saying.
Steph and the Stratus are all on his own.
I'm just saying the threes. I'm just saying 3-pointers. You think about, Steph is 3-pointers. Okay.
They all bow to Steph.
I understand, but I'm just saying in this generation. Take those 3, Bird, Magic, Jordan, put around with Kobe, LeBron, Steph. That's what I think. That's what I put those 2 in that category. Okay? Is like this. You can't never disrespect the guy that wins, that stays with one team. Because number one, that's not even the Lakers' MO. What we saw is the Lakers' MO. If you go through every year that they've had players, they've always traded. They've always traded for their stars. They've never drafted their stars. However, I still to say, and I'll say it, and I'll even say it, even if we would have won it, if the Clippers would have won the championship in the bubble, I would have said the same thing. It's a bubble championship. I say the same thing about the Dodgers. It was a bubble. The Dodgers
will be happy, man. You will be happy. Come on now, don't lie.
He does say the same thing about the Dodgers.
Happy, yes, in the sense that cool, we have one. We got to raise a banner, but I would always want one. But I'd rather have that banner of a full season.
It don't matter. A championship is a championship.
And you wouldn't have that Lakers championship. I'm telling you what, because I don't think that team would have won anything. So if does LeBron is he still the greatest if he never won?
I think when it's all said and done, Chico,
Answer
when
the
it's all
question,
said and
Chico.
done, LeBron James will go down as the greatest of all time. If you were
Why?
to
Because he
define,
scored points at
if
the end
you
of
were
his career.
to design the perfect basketball player on a computer, you will get LeBron James.
Okay.
LeBron
So
James.
answer my question. If LeBron James never won a championship for the Lakers, is
LA.
he still the greatest Laker?
He's going to pass Kareem next year. He's going to solidify.
You don't want to answer. You don't want to answer the
greatest
question.
of all time.
No, he doesn't want to answer the question.
He
You
don't
know what
want
the
to answer
truth
the
is?
question.
LeBron is not top 5 in Lakers.
That's
He's
your
not
opinion,
top
Chico.
5 in Lakers. Okay.
That's not great.
Hold on. Let's put it out there. Kobe,
I want to hear about other
LeBron,
retired
Shaq,
Clipper numbers. Tell me
Kareem,
about other retired Clipper numbers.
and Magic, as my mother just said from the background. And then I'll go ahead and put Mom, who's one of my favorite Lakers of all time?
James Worthy.
Thank you, Big Game James.
Big Game James.
Yeah. I'll take 6 Lakers before I even think about a bubble LeBron.
Well, let me tell you this. Big James himself will probably tell you that LeBron James is better than him.
Okay. So, again.
Yeah, as a total player, but not as a Laker.
We got to get out of here soon. We're a little bit over time. Answer me this question. Is LeBron James a greatest Laker if he did not win a championship?
Of course not, Chico. Of course not. We have one of the greatest franchises of all time. Okay.
If he leaves and he doesn't
in the offseason,
when he gets traded, okay, when he gets traded, and he does not break Kareem's scoring record in a Laker jersey, do you finally say he's below Kobe Bryant?
Listen, I don't understand why people have to compare players, man. Just appreciate it.
Oh, now we're not comparing players. Oh, now we're okay.
You got to learn to
appreciate. Razor Romo done lost it.
You got to appreciate greatness.
All right.
I do.
That's all I'm saying.
And you want to know what's so great? The dude can score points and not win any games. That's so great. That's so great from LeBron.
You hear the music.
Like buttholes, my friend. Everybody got one.
Exactly. LeBron had an excuse too. Oh yeah, it's Russ's fault. It's the coach's fault. We didn't trade Russ at the deadline. It's everybody's fault but LeBron.
I will tell you this. The Lakers will rise again because bad times don't last, but bad people do.
All right. On that.
Oh wait, last question. Who's winning? The game starts because Atlanta's getting blown out. The Hornets. Who wins? I feel like this is gonna be a close game. San Antonio, New Orleans. Who you got?
New Orleans.
I'm going to go with Popovich.
New Orleans.
Wow. So we got Spurs. I don't know. I'm thinking if Zion plays, they lose. I'm thinking if Zion doesn't play, they win.
Zion, all right, guys. Man, come on, man.
He's playing.
I want to say thank you.
He at the buffet, man.
All right, thank you to Razor Romero for joining us.
Gracias, Chico. Gracias.
I expect my cases in the next 3 years when your Lakers are sitting at home watching the playoffs like we are. But other than that,
remember, this is documented. This is documented.
It's fine, documented. I want to say thanks for watching, subscribing. Hey, listen for the Control Room podcast is out. It's a great podcast. They got, I'm gonna call him Clipper Mike and Laker Romero.
I gotta do my trademark toothpick talk.
And one last thing before we get out of here, on In the Michael Joy 2 wallets, I just had an episode with Parker. The dude is awesome.
Great episode, by the way. I watched
Thank you.
Last night, man. Very informative.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Oh, and, man, I didn't stay in character. What am I doing?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Like I said,
we're doing more episodes here on In the Mic. Anybody's welcome to come on, DM me. Let's go.
Say good night to the bad guy.
Good night to the bad guy. Look out for There Goes a No Hitter. We might have the bad guy on that one soon.
Si, senor.
And
anytime,
like I said,
anytime.
All the videos on YouTube, Source ITV on YouTube. Follow us. Big Chief Daddy at 75 at Twitter. Joey Two Wallace on Twitter. Follow us on everything. Thanks for everything, guys. Appreciate everything. Have a great day.
Take it easy.